I wondered, thank you very much for your presentation. I'm just curious as to what you're actually asking from us.
What I'm asking for, because it's a business to be purchased, you know, what do you think in terms of, is it something that worth going into, you know, or not? Because like I said, business to be, which I think the price is quite good, you know, for £25,000.
To buy the business, it would cost £25,000.
Yeah, is it worth, you know, going into?
And what is your income at the moment with the existing business?
Over here, I've got, if I could take this kind of business reports, the income per week is about 1,700, and yeah, it's about 1,700 per week.
So an extra £25,000 investment would allow you to expand the business. Is that what you're asking?
No, the 25,000 is to purchase the business. Exchange is like you buying the business outright. It will be an exchange of partner ownership.
Okay.
Thank you. Can I just clarify something? Obviously, this is a difficult economic time. You were talking about that this business would do shoe repairs and alterations. Does it already do that, or is that something?
Yeah, it's already doing that.
It's already doing that.
What it's not been doing is doing business with business company like maybe the Chelsea football brand, which is quite prominent, which can be a good link with hotels, with social housings, you know, old people's homes and that kind of thing.
So at the moment it's just private clients,
exactly, yeah.
and it's collection and delivery.
Yep.
So how do you make sure that you don't, you take the articles to somewhere else to be cleaned? You've got nothing on the premises for cleaning.
Yeah. How do you make sure?
Well, how do you make sure that things don't get lost? There seems to be a lot of to-in and fro-in. Collecting, taking back.
Things won't get lost because it's a business that encourages bookkeeping. Immediately you bring in your stuff, it's tagged. It is tagged, it's numbered. So like if you bring in, it's probably yours could be tagged 300. All your maybe 6 items could be tagged 300. And it has to be recorded because when the industrialist comes, the dry cleaner comes in to collect, you will know that, okay, I'm collecting all this, because when they come back, if they come back damaged, not clean, not well enough, you could say 301 is not good enough, you know. So it's got to be, the record keeping has to be followed up, so nothing is lost.
So you set your prices, you pay a percentage to the authority, and then, yeah, I see. Okay, thank you.
Sam, just some comments, I think, for me, because it is a different business model, but hearing you as an advisor working with a private client. This is a dry cleaning agency business that is very dependent, I would say, on location. And I know the Fulham Road well. In terms of purchasing the building or the business, I think the critical thing is how long is the lease on the building? Because you're not buying the space, are you?
No.
You're buying the right to occupy the space. Yeah. And how long is that underlying lease?
I think it's 5 years with the landlord. I think it's 5 years. Yeah.
Okay. And so what we need to know the detail around whether that change of ownership would trigger the ability of the landlord to change the rent or to change the term of the lease. But assuming, so you're buying 5 years for £25,000 in that location. Yeah. You've provided us with some numbers which suggest, you know, that this is a business turning over just under £100,000 a year, with what seems to be an extraordinary surplus. And so I'm afraid I just don't believe the figures. I don't think they're credible. £10 a week for electricity, for instance, looks just madly low to me. And there must be some other costs involved in running this business. If you were to develop it out as a collection service, then that would involve increased staffing. You can't have the shop open and be out collecting stuff. So I think that there's more work to be done on that kind of detail. It's not a business I know very much about. I did see an American Apprentice where the team were challenged to run a laundry business and got into all kinds of trouble around losing stuff. Were also incredibly bad at their pricing. So location, it seems to me. Here's an agency business acting as an intermediary, and its ability to make money is all based on its convenient location. And you're right, I think, to address how can that location be maximised by collection and delivery service. But key to it is the length of the lease, the rental agreement. And then I think it's about a relationship business. So why would you go back to an agency? Yes, it's about quality, but it is also about some of that magic trust ingredient. You know, is your dry cleaner somebody who you know, are they pleasant? Are they someone you go back to? So those seem to me to be the essential elements of that. So if those are the essential elements and you've only got 5 minutes, it's about location, it's about security of lease, and it's about relationships. And so it's who, again, is the individual who's going to lead that. And so in your presentation, I think those are the things that you need to bring out right up front if you've only got a short period of time.